Hello everyone, I am Coolguy.
And I am CoolGirl.
And we just got back from Guardian Con, and also I've always wanted to do a commentary with my wife, so this is perfect. Tell you guys our experience, we've got some stories, it should be fun. And we took a little vacation afterwards. It was an absolute fun experience, all of it. And when we first got to Tampa, we stepped into a shuttle at the airport, right? And right behind us, without seeing him, we heard a very deep voice going, "What's up, Guardians?" Because I was wearing a Destiny hat, and we're at the con, so this turned out to be a guy named Rob. He goes by Captain Robear. His Twitch is in the description, and real talk, he's one of the funniest guys I've ever met. He had us cracking up, dude. He is so funny. But we were like complete strangers, right? And it turned out that, you know, we were both going to go, he's going to get an Uber and we were just going to pick up a car. But we were just talking the whole time. It's 8 in the morning and we both can't check in until about 3, so he just joined us. We went out, had some Cuban food, we went to the Florida Aquarium. We basically just hung out at that point. We went to after parties, we went to Universal Studios later on in the week. And he lives like an hour from us and now we're friends for life. Like, it was such a great experience.
It's going to be a really good time to have him up here, to go down there, to see what goes on in real life. It's going to be awesome.
Yes. So, Guardian Con, right? So, I remember I was like at 900, just about to hit 1,000 subscribers. I was just so thankful for that point, you know? And now we're aiming for 30,000. And this was my first con, and I wanted to go to the one last year, and just the whole ride has been amazing. And there, the goal is for the Little Lights, right? Raising for St. Jude's. Meeting as many people as you can. And this is a 3-year community, guys. Think about that. A 3-year community raised that much money. It's just very something special to be a part of and see and witness while we're there. So we're gonna play a little game in the background, by the way. Let's see who you know, who you can pick out. And there's pictures from the event, there's pictures with content creators that you probably know, and some pictures with some of the subscribers that came up and met us. So the night before Guardian Con, there was a meetup at the Wing House, and it was packed, and it was so packed it was overwhelming. And the first person I saw, it's like we locked eyes across the room like a ballroom. It was Jez, and it was so cool meeting him. Got to talk to him for a little bit, and it's something to think about as we go through these. When you see these content creators, they are stand-up people. They are as advertised. What you see is exactly how they are. I mean, we got to meet Ballistic Kitty, Mr. Aries, and we hung out with Mr. Aries a lot, right?
Yes, Mr. Aries, if you guys don't know, is kind of a legend, right? If you are on any Twitch stream ever, I promise you, Mr. Aries is probably there moderating it. This guy's awesome. He was super fun to hang out with.
Yeah, man. It was so cool. Just going through the crowd, Belle Bunny was there. Got to give her a big hug. And hopefully there's going to be another Midwest meetup. We talked to her about that a little bit, and they're thinking Wisconsin at some point. And I mean, nothing's set in stone, but there was one that we were going to go to in Chicago a while back, and that'd be something cool to do, like another Destiny Midwest meetup. So if you guys are in the Midwest, let us know in the comment section. We can talk about it a little bit more. Going through the crowd, we got to I got to steal True Vanguard for a second, man. And you know, a lot of these people were just swarmed, you know, and it was very cool to watch and witness, like I said. So I got to talk with True a little bit. Super nice guy. Took a picture with him. And at one point, I was talking with Jez, and someone came up to me. I extended my hand out and go, you know, I'm Coolguy. He goes, yeah, man, you know, I've seen some of your stuff. He goes, I'm Rick Kakis. And that's crazy to me. You know, some of these guys, you know, 400, 500, 600, 100,000 subscribers saying what's up to me, and I got to hang out with them. Very surreal type deal. It's very cool. And we'll talk a little bit more of that a little bit later on, like in detail, some of the things that happened. So, and I had the pleasure of speaking a lot with Jez over the years, and now I was talking to Rick Kakis. It was just simply amazing. So we got to a table, myself, Rachel, there was Jez, Kakis, Mike Tash showed up. It was freaking awesome. A lot of cool conversations, man. Went on. Then I finally got to meet Master Sean, and it's a big highlight for the trip, the entire trip, because he's helped me a lot, talking with me, and actually getting to shake his hand and talk to him and tell him thank you was huge. Mesa and his girl were freaking fantastic, man. She's funny, dude.
Yes. Hi, Beverly. You were awesome.
She's funny. I also got to meet Mesa's partner in crime, Raider. Another stand. So Mesa and Raider, in a couple weeks, they're going to kind of Sherpa me through some raids on the PlayStation. And I kind of decided that, you know, towards the end of Destiny, I'm going to be pushing PlayStation pretty hard, you know. And, you know, I brought this book, like a hardbound book that you, like, it's like a mole, what are they called?
It's like a moleskin, like a notebook.
Yeah, you guys have seen them. So it was a Destiny book, and I had every intention for it to be like a yearbook. I'm like, you know, buy, sign my yearbook type deal, and I can always have it and cherish it. But what ended up happening was I met so many people that came up to me, say, "Cool guy, I love your stuff." You know, I wrote down all of their gamer tags and PSNs because I do, and we will be playing soon, guys. I will be adding you. We're gonna jump on PlayStation probably this weekend.
I'm gonna try to get him to buy me one too.
later on in the night, you know, Deej and Cosmo showed up way late. It was mayhem once they arrived, man. It was like rock stars. It was cool. So on day one, right? So the cons finally started. We got to meet so many people. It's kind of weird, you know. The start of the convention, everyone's just kind of, you know, standing around. You know, say, hey, you know, what's up? My name's this. You know, as it went on progressively, like at the end of the con, everyone was hugging, like crying. I don't want to leave.
We'll see you again next year. I think one of my favorite parts of this, it's day one. We had just walked into the door, and the first person that I saw was Cammy Cakes. And it didn't occur to me that Cammy has no idea who I am because, guys, I'm never on camera. I'm just like the voice in the background, right? So I see Cammy and I'm so pumped, and I kind of like shouted across the room and I'm like, Cammy! And I just see this blank stare. He's like, who is this person? And then, of course, Austin's next to me and he sees Coolguy, and all of a sudden the recognition comes in. It was awesome. That's one of my favorite moments of the whole week.
Yeah, and I didn't see Cammy till like much later. Like, so we kind of spread apart. We had tickets for the Crucible Radio podcast. We caught the end of it a little bit, and we had every intention of catching every panel and every cast that we could, but we ended up just kind of gravitating with the crowd and just talking with everyone the entire time. Then I finally got to meet Cammy for the first time in person, and we started to play with each other like early Destiny. We both had less than 1,000 subs, so it was surreal. I mean, we hung out the entire con and after parties and Universal Studios. We even I even did a video with him at his house. If you guys didn't catch that, it was just so crazy. At one point, I was there with Jez, and Unknown Player walked up, introduced himself, and we talked for a little bit. And something like that's invaluable to me, man. It's like they accepted me as their own type deal, because these guys, you know, are super popular, they're super knowledgeable, and you know, they were talking about YouTube, they were talking about, you know, the path, and that, like I said, just so invaluable to me. They're answering my questions, and I can't thank them enough. I mean, what do you think? I mean, they were all just so approachable.
Oh yeah, it was so cool, guys. So I'm a big Fallout fan, right? And I see Fallout in the room, and I'm like, Austin, it's Fallout. I want a picture.
Yeah, she's, you know, only one person from the con I want a picture with, and that's Fallout. And I don't care what else happens. I just want a picture with Fallout. So
yeah, and again, everybody was super cool, man. They realize who you are, and it just turns into a conversation. Like Austin said, we didn't get to a lot of our agenda because we're just walking around talking, meeting new people, writing down gamer tags. Very cool.
Yeah, and the crazy thing, I never expected the amount of people that came up to me. I mean, I had multiple control freaks that I brought, and you know, I signed them to give them away. I thought, well, there's a good chance that at least a couple people would recognize me. I mean, we are at a Destiny gathering after all. So anyone who does, I want to have something for them. Mm-hmm. Well, a good amount of people did, and at one point I went to the control freak booth and just bought more and gave those out. So at this charity event, I was there for the cause. You know, we're there for the little lights, and we got to meet as many people as we could to you know, say hi to some content creators. And again, what I didn't expect was you guys coming up to me, and man, that was super cool. There's probably 50, 60 of you, maybe more, right? And I enjoyed every single minute of that, hearing stories of what videos you liked from mine, how the videos helped, some of the stories of how your Katie went up watching those, and how just something clicked. And that's the deal for me, just like a light bulb. If something that you hear and you can translate to your game, if it clicks, like that's what it's all about. And just people just saying thank you to me, and that meant a lot. It was simply amazing. So we wrapped up day one, and a lot of us met at the Hard Rock Cafe, and I met another friend, John, and his girl, Jess. John and Jess, right?
Yes, they are amazing. So they're like our mirror couple. We had a blast hanging out with them. We ended up going to the bar, having some drinks, talking about it, and that's why I love these things, right? You meet people online, but then you go and you sit in person, and you find out you have a lot in common beyond the game.
Yeah, John was like, you know, I'm you know, a fan of your stuff, and we just started talking, man. So it was like, yeah, you know, come eat with us. Right. So in Hard Rock, it's, I mean, huge venue, right? They have live music. It's right there in the casino. So check this out. How cool is this? I mean, at the table was John, Jess, Cammy, his brother Ty, the captain, and my wife. To the left of us, we had at a table there was Mylan, Bife,
Cosmo, and Deej were there.
Yeah, Bife, Jez, Cactus. To the right, there was the community podcast, Holtzman, Deej, Cosmo. They were all there. It's like we're just sitting in the middle. Like, it was so freaking cool, man.
When we walked into Hard Rock, you gotta walk in and get your name on the list for the table. And there were so many of us, and we were all asking for different tables. At one point, I had to turn around and I said, all right, who's a guardian? Everybody standing in the lobby, their hand came up, and we had to count everybody to get us at a dinner table together. It was super cool.
It was magical. Like, it was straight up magical, right? So we ate, had a good time. Then we went to this place called Gaspar's Grotto. Multiple people were there. Crafty, kind of hanging out. I met Bones. We got to talk a little bit. Bones you know, had the Daddy Fat Snaps kind of concert the next day, dude. Super stoked, and it was a great show, great show. And day 2 was more of the same after that night. There was more hugs, more handshakes, more fun. That day, you know, we talked with Fallout a little bit more. I don't know if you guys saw the beard. It was freaking cool. But they were so busy, guys, so busy. We had the tournament, which was a very top-notch production from Farcog, man. MTash did a great job of casting, and it gets me really excited for what competitive Destiny could be in the future. It was very fun to watch. And then people like Dado, Bife, Deej, Cosmo, Mr. Fruit, like they were planted for 6+ hours, guys. You have no idea. Every time you'd walk, like you'd eat lunch and come back, they're still there talking to people, man. They were soldiers, and bless them for that, man. It's so cool.
Dado had a line around the arena pretty much the whole time we were there. It was incredible to see. It was very cool.
Yeah, and like so, and upstairs there was Deej, and you know they were super busy. And I at one point I just wanted to shake their hand and say hi. You know, I'm Coolguy, etc., etc. And you know that didn't get to happen because they were super mobbed, and you know it's for the fans. You know I think it's very cool, right? And at one point I tried to snap a picture of Deej, and it's right here, and oh my god, dude, it's like the greatest picture of all time. I will hold it dear, like I want to emote it if I can. It cracks me up because he totally caught me. He totally busted me taking this picture. And then you know the con got done. A lot of the people went back to Hard Rock again, and my group didn't want to, so we went to Gaspar's again. You know, Wish You Luck was there. Super cool dude. We ended up going to like a 21 and up arcade afterwards, right?
Okay, before this, so we're at Gaspar's, we're all hanging out, and I've got my Hunter shirt on because, you know, Hunter Master Race.
Master Race, hashtag.
And a guy walks by me, and he's super cool about it, right? Just like kind of under his breath, he's like, Warlock Master Race. And so I turn around and I introduce myself. Turns out it's 3 of them. They came down, and we hung out for a few minutes, and then we left, right? But we left to go to an arcade because that's what we do. And we get over to the arcade, we're at the bar getting our drinks, ready to, you know, just play some games and go crazy. And the same guy walks in with his group, and turns out we're all huge skee-ball fans. So we had the first ever Guardian Con skee-ball tournament. It was so much fun, guys. We did double elimination. I mean, we got serious.
We went all out, dude. Yes. At some point, like, there's this one game that, like, there's a jackpot for it, and I know how to nail the jackpot. And, of course, I nailed the jackpot there, right? So there's, you know, thousands of tickets. So we ended up buying drinking roulette with shot glasses and everything. It was super fun. Another night to remember. And then the next day, Sunday, was kind of a reset day because everyone was running 100 miles per hour. And Monday we went to Orlando. We stayed with Cammy. Very nice of him to house us. Super cool. It was unexpected. We did Universal Studios for 2 days. But for me, this was very unforgettable. Like you get thousands of people in one place. They all have a true passion. We have a goal. We have a cause. We have the little lights. We're just hanging out. A 3rd-year community. And you know, as a smaller content creator, I got a lot of love there, and it was fun meeting these people.
Not only was it fun meeting these people that, you know, we all kind of look up to and really enjoy watching their content, but it was really fun watching them interact with other people who also love their stuff. I mean, people are nudging each other when people walk through the room, like, oh my, that's so-and-so, or that's whoever it is. It's just super fun to kind of watch your eyes light up, and that's your favorite person, or that's the person that you've learned the most from. Yeah,
and like at some point, like there was Mr. Aries in the community pod booth. There was Jez, unknown player walked up, and you know we're just talking, casually talking. Then a line would start forming for the Jez. A line for even at one point I had my own little line, just talking. Like it was so cool, and you know, and honestly, 110%. One of my favorite things was watching Jez, Dado, Bife, all the, you know, them meeting people. You know, my favorite moments were them seeing them greeting kids. Like, so they would get on their knees and take pictures with these kids. Man, it warmed my heart. The kids were so excited.
So there was some amazing cosplay at this event, guys. But there was a little Hunter. He couldn't have been, what, 10, 12 years old?
Iron Banner Hunter. No, he was a Titan.
No, there was a little Hunter,
no, okay, there was a Titan, too. Like,
okay,
they should collab.
There's little kids in full-blown Iron Banner, like, getting their helmets signed. It was just, I was jealous. I'm gonna have to cosplay next year with little kids.
I know, we're talking about her being a man holiday, but anyway. We will 110% be going next year. It's very unforgettable, and hopefully we will see you there. I know it's expensive, but it is 110% worth it. It's July 13th and 14th at the Tampa Convention Center. It's expected to be much bigger. So thank you to everyone who came up to me at the event and we talked and chatted. And if you guys were there, tell me some of your favorite moments of the event. And again, we hope to see you there. Thank you to everyone that supports me, and Destiny will soon be back in full force. We're kind of in this drought right now, kind of getting ready for the beta and then the full launch of Destiny 2. So thank you for watching. Until the next one, I am Coolguy.
And I am CoolGirl.